Kevin came up to me and he said, I need a favor. I need somebody to do library moves. So I was more than happy to help. I said, I've done a few library moves in my days now, but I'm very fortunate. I've got a good friend in this room here today that's the king of library moves. At least that's what it says on his business card. So I got on the phone and called John Clancy. I said, John, you guys do a ton of library moves in the city of New York. I said, I need some help from you. I need you to send me over what you got. Send me portfolios. Send me whatever you have. Send me pictures. Send me some case studies. Help me out with whatever you got. He said, no problem, man. I've got your back. I'll send you over exactly what I use on all my sales presentations and that. So he sent me this. He sent me a picture. I said, John, I said, these are grocery cards. They're not. He goes, no, to me, he goes, they're library cards. They're not grocery cards. They're library cards. So you get them at Jewel, you get them in Oscar, at Walgreens. You know, they're open 24 hours a day. He said, good thing there's no charge for it. He goes, I got wheelbarrows. I said, oh, those are wheelbarrows. He goes, no, they're Weeberries. They're Weeberries, you know. He said, you can use them. They're great. We got potholes in the city of New York. We got curbs. They jump over. No problem with that. I said, my uncle, he's got a landscaping business. Keep in mind, it's free, you know. So the next thing I go, John, give me a case study. Give me a good story of a profitable job that you did. He goes, here's a picture of the most profitable job that we ever did at Clancy. He said, you know, we had this library that was built. They are the company, they had a library there. They're building a library right next door on that. He said they were supposed to move in January and they got postponed. They're supposed to move in February, got postponed. Then they got a firm date in March. Turned out to be March 17th. The customer goes, John, we're ready to move on March 17th. John looks at him and says, that's the busiest day in Clancy's moving of the year, you know. He goes, I got all my trucks, I've got all my equipment, I got all my men all lined up to go to the St. Patrick's Day Parade in New York and that. So we're booked solid in that. So John, being the customer that he is and never saying no to a customer, he said, there's an option. I'm going to go out, I'm going to head down to the docks, I'm going to try to find myself 200 Italian movers and have them come over and help do this move. John shows up, he's got 200 Italian movers and that, they don't have to worry about St. Patrick's Day. He pays them 50 cents an hour, 50 cents an hour. He goes, Jimmy, you know, 50 cents an hour, you know what that means? At 200 movers at 50 cents an hour, how much does that come out to me? I said, well, it's about $100 an hour in that. And he goes, yeah, you're right. He goes, actually, I only paid them $80 an hour. I got away with charging them 20% for some immigration tax or something like that. They bought it, no problem at all. So then he was able to accomplish a job, didn't need any trucks and all, just got the assembly lines going from point A to point B. Finished the job on time, on budget, went back to the customer and he said, you know, Jimmy, he goes, I sent him the bill. I said, I charged him $65 an hour for one man. And I said, he goes, Jimmy, $65 an hour, you know what that means? 200 guys? I said, yeah, John, that's $13,000 an hour. He said, my out-of-pocket expense is only $80. I made a profit of $12,920 in that. So he said, that's pretty good. That's the most profitable job we ever had. The equipment that we do use, though, is a double-sided library card. I don't know if anybody's used these before, but they're great. When you go to do an estimate on a move or so, it's really just a matter of counting up shelves and that, trying to figure out how long it takes to load and how long to unload. When I started this project, I came across this. I've done moves before, but I've never seen this piece of equipment. Has anyone ever seen a move stacker? Yeah, aren't they great? You know, I've been beating my head going out to jobs and so on. Where these come in handy is going to be on carpet jobs. And I said, I've gone out and I've given an estimate to pack up the library cards. I've brought installers. They tear down the shelves. We move it over. They go ahead and lay the carpeting down. We move it back. These guys are using the carpet stackers or so. They're coming in. It's a matter. It's like a hydraulic lift. You just go ahead and secure the braces to their carts to the braces. They lift it up. It goes up about 30 inches or so. Slide it out. It takes probably about a half hour per unit to use. Lay the carpet. They come back, put it back down, send it in there, and all the books and all the equipment can stay on there. It's a wonderful piece of equipment. I've been beating my head losing projects by doing it the old-fashioned way, and came across a couple places. I've been trying to go after New Haven and them, see if they could go ahead and rent this type of equipment and that. It'd be very beneficial for everybody. But it's something that we really should look into because we're definitely time saving, it's profitable. These things run, if you want to purchase them, about $2,500 a piece. Runs about $250 a day or so. So that's library moving. Thank you very much.